Hi, this is Shaka Shakur issuing a solidarity statement on behalf of the defendants and comrades that was charged protesting and challenging Cop City down in the ATL, Georgia. This week's represents the one-year anniversary of the state's attack and arrest of Brother Amin, who were exposing and challenging the states to build another Cop City, this time within the Atlanta, Georgia area. It's important to look at the creation of Cop City within a larger context and scheme of government repression, the creation of a police state of hyper-surveillance for the further intrusion into the private lives of the people. The saturation policing and the use of poor or working class folks to police and dominate and control other poor, oppressed, and marginalized folks. It is also interesting where a lot of these cop cities, these modern day forts for the police, sheriff, modern day posse or local settler population is being built and is used to control and impose minority rule, to monitor, control, and secure the natives, the perceived threat population, and whose interests are they serving. In the old days, when genocide was being visited all across this land, military and settler forts were built to launch raiding parties from, supposedly to protect the local population. We know this isn't the case here. In a place where captured natives, enslaved Africans, and others were held, interrogated, tortured, or forced into servitude. Cop City, Atlanta, is designed to join the chicken camp Greeley, founded in 1913 when local lumber baron Rasmus Hansen donated over 13,000 acres to the state of Michigan for military training. Camp Greeley has since grown to 147,000 acres that spans over 3 counties of maneuver area, state-of-the-art ranges, and modern support facilities, making it the largest National Guard training center in the country. In fact, there are 47 other states that have the same or similar plans. So why are so many of these being built all over and around the country? Why on such a large scale, and why with such a wide array of training dealing with urban warfare and repression? The same training and tactics being used and taught to be deployed in theaters of war such as Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, and various parts of Africa, and is now being prepared to be visited upon the neo-colonized natives and people of color and other so-called disenfranchised folks. Could it be an opportunistic response to the rebellions and BLM protests in the aftermath of the murders of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Mike Brown, to just to name a few? An opportunity to push forward a neo-fascist agenda of further militarization of the initial shock troops and so-called law enforcement. The rebellions and protests of a few years back exposes the flaws and weaknesses within the U.S. government and security infrastructures as protesters and resistors attacked and burned down government agencies, police stations, courthouses, city halls, etc., all of which invigorated and emboldened the masses who may have before been initially afraid, fearful, or intimidated by the state and its security forces and apparatus. This is also why you see the heavy-handed response to the Cop City resistance, the use of the RICO Act and other federal conspiracy statutes designed to both intimidate, crush, and dismantle said organizations and developing political infrastructure. This is a strategy and tactic hiding in plain sight of supposedly the constitutional right to assemble, to protest, to speak truth to power, but apparently not. If people like Cop City defenders is convicted on these types of conspiracy charges, it sets a dangerous precedent for all revolutionaries and political activists and any organization that opposes, challenges, or exposes U.S. domestic policies. The thought police can come arrest you, prosecute you, claim you are a conspirator if you belong to a political organization or a collective. You then become a terrorist or security threat and end up in one of the many prison industrial complexes or shoes. It's no different in a prison setting where political organizations identified as gang activity or security threat groups, security STG activity. Our books and literature is deemed to promote terrorism, subversiveness, or violence, and you end up housed in a security housing unit or in a supermax or an administrative segregation status. These Cop City complexes being built from military bases, mastering as protect and serve. It is not to serve the interests of the people. It should be exposed and challenged.